guys here, okay? Guys, this is Craig Bennett. He is a Veterans Affairs in Mitchell. And he's just gonna talk to us a little bit about possible some things that could help the county here. So you're up, Craig.
All right, thanks, Deb.
Yep.
Again, just to kind of briefly introduce myself, my name is Craig Bennett. I'm a retired Navy veteran. I did 22 years. I retired back in 2001. I've been the Veteran Service Officer here in Mitchell for the past 5 years, and 2.5 years ago, we also took on Hanson County, Gerald County, and Sanborn County. We felt that a regionalization process has been better serving veterans in our area. We get quite a few of them from all 3 of those counties that come to Mitchell. So we felt that it would be good to bring them on board. And as well, the auditors in those counties reached out to us and we took care of them. Now, your county's a little bit further out in the loop than where we normally would go. So I've got 2 or 3 different options that we can work with. I do know, and I assume that everybody there knows that there is a codified law that requires each county to have a service officer in it. I don't have anything to do with that, but it is one of the things that when I was talking with Eric Haller, the Deputy Secretary, they wanted me to bring up. And the salary at this present time for population less than 5,000 is $7,500 annually. After that, they currently have a request into the governor's budget for an increase of 10%. Just to give you some background for that, this salary has not been adjusted since 2011. So that is one of the things that's in front of the budget now. As far as services that a veteran service officer provides, we do compensation, pension. We work with eligibility to get people into the VA. We do burial claims. We do markers. We work with surviving spouses for pension as well. We're basically the shell answer man. If there's a veteran that has a question, we normally try to do that and answer their questions as best as possible. And if they have any other issues, we try to resolve those. We also help with care in the community. That's a program where a veteran that is currently inside the VA, meaning they're eligible to go take medical care at the VA, they can use a program which is called Care in the Community, and they can get their medical services done in their local area by a local doctor. I assume that there's Horizon Health out there. That's one of the facilities that I know Woonsocket and Gerald County has a Horizon Health Care. So they are part of the Care in the Community network. So the veteran basically requests care in the community through his VA provider. Takes a little period of time. We assist them. Once they get that authorized, then they're given a 1-year eligibility process to get their care locally. Another benefit to the county is that money comes back and stays in the county. That way it's not going outside, getting taken care of other ways. There's also Rapid City Transit, I believe, that goes through your county to take veterans to their appointments at the VA. We also have a DAV van here that if in the veterans in Buffalo County's case, if they get this far, then we're more than willing to take them to the VA and then bring them back. It is a free service that we provide for them. Part of what I think that we would do, along with just reach out to the veterans, and I think there's roughly about 150 veterans in the county. Once we were able to access those folks, we could send them mail outs, introducing ourselves, and getting that process going where we can help them to either increase their claims or file new claims for them. Again, one of the issues is travel distance, but I assume and I've heard that there is a admin assistant there at the tribe that tries to do some things for the veterans, is that correct?
Are you talking about Kay Coster?
I assume so, yeah.
Okay, she's relatively new.
Can you hear that? She's
Okay.
relatively new.
Okay, so that would be a big benefit as well. That's Danita Lauber, isn't it?
That's
Yes,
Danita speaking, yes.
Mr. Bennett.
How are you doing? I haven't heard from your dad in forever, and I've got something that I would like to ask you about. So if he's out and about this way, could you have him stop in?
He's still in Omaha.
Okay, all right. If I could get his number, I'd love to chat with him. I had somebody talking about an honor flight of all natives, and I think he'd be a big plus to try to get that working. Anyway, back to the process. So with Kay, if she would be able to reach out or just know that the service is available here, she could either get, a half a dozen folks put together, and use Rapid City Transit, bring them here to the office, we can take care of them and bring them back. That's certainly one option that we could work with. The other option is to come up there once a quarter, every other month, something like that, to do the practice and the things that we do there, and kind of move it that way. That's one of the or two of the options I think that we have. The other option, and I know this is not really a huge thing, but there's a brand new veteran service officer in Brule County. His name is Tim Thomas. I think that he's relatively well known in the Brule and Buffalo County and Lyman and Jones County area. He helped stand up the Veterans Memorial there in Chamberlain. I've been working with him, and he is going to be a phenomenal veteran service officer. He cares about veterans. He wants to make sure that they're taken care of, and consequently, he and I talk quite frequently to help him with claims processes and get things going that way. He works a couple of days a week out there, and he's only half hour, 45 minutes up there, which is a lot shorter of a time frame than us. I'm certainly not wanting to throw the opportunity to take care of your veterans to him, but it is, to me, it is more logical looking at it to have him go or have your veterans work with him. I don't see him leaving anytime soon. He's very happy with what he's doing and very appreciative and thankful. And so far, the veterans that he's worked with have been very grateful for his help as well. So that's kind of my point, my statement as it gets. Are there questions? What can I answer? What's the process? What are you guys thinking?
Well, I know Tim, and I think he'd be very good. Should be able to, we could either get him up here or, something like that. He was a business owner in Chamberlain for a long time.
Right?
Well, we definitely need to move something. We haven't had an officer for quite a few years. In fact, last year, our budget was $50. Can't hire anybody at $50. So. I
How do we
appreciate-
go about getting a hold and getting in touch with Tim to see if he's willing to do this?
So that would be the next thing, and I'm sure you guys aren't ready or able to make a decision right today yet, or if you are, we may need to put this on a quick follow-up issue, but I can reach out to Tim. I believe he's in his office today, and then he's also in the office half-day Thursdays. I have talked to him about this before. I certainly have not given him this to him blind. I can chat with him and have him arrange to get up there and meet with you all and explain what he's doing, the fact that I'll be helping him here for the next couple of months to keep him on track and get him trained up. I'm extremely willing to do that. I am going to retire March 3rd, and I've got 3 folks here in the office. One does mostly the front office with the van, burial claims and things like that. And then I've got Courtney that works here in Hanson County. And then TJ has been also worked here and also Sanborn and Gerald. So we do have the ability to service, but I think that Tom, or Tim, I mean, would certainly have a better ability to take care of your veterans up there because he's closer.
No, I agree. I guess I would entertain a motion or make a motion to have him get in contact with Tim and visit with him.
I think Tim needs to
Okay.
meet with us.
Yeah, well, or Tim meet with us, yeah. But he needs to get in touch with Tim to set up a meeting to meet with us.
Craig, our next meeting's gonna be on the 3rd. Would you have a conversation? This is Deb again. Would you have a
Oh,
conversation with him?
I'm sure that I can get in touch with him right after we get done chatting here and reach out to him. And I can give you your email, Deb, and make any arrangements and probably get up there on that day
Okay,
to be able to meet with everybody so you guys
You guys
can
go
see
get
his
that?
face and put the name to it. I'm sure everybody knows him. It's just a matter of getting the face to the name and then moving on. Once you guys make the agreement, there is a memorandum of understanding that has to be signed by you guys and then also Brule County. And then after that, then you make the arrangements for the visitation. He can get access to your veterans through the Veteran Spec program and start taking care of them from there.
Yep,
so you'll make the first contact, you'll call him?
Yes,
Great.
ma'am. I'll call him, Deb, and then I'll have him also reach out to you,
Okay,
both phone and then email to get the ball going.
okay. And I think the meeting would be at 1:00 on the 3rd.
All right. Yep. I'll let him know and give him all of the information. Then when you get in touch with him, he'll have it all of that same information.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay?
I did not know you were retiring.
Yeah.
Again.
It's kind of bittersweet. I absolutely love what I do. This is a very grateful and humbling job, and to be able to know that I'm taking care of veterans is a great part of my life. You get to a point in time when you go, you need to bring it in for some younger folks. They've got a lot better technology than I do. And everybody here in the office works extremely great together. They're able to look at the large concept of secondary conditions and the new presumptives. And there's a lot of Vietnam veterans that they've changed the presumptive conditions. And Tim's aware of those too. And like I said, I work with him probably every other week, talking to him on different things and helping him in the process. So now there is an office up there that would be able to be used.
Here in Buffalo? Sure. Yep.
Okay, all right. Okay. And is there a phone that he'd be able to have?
Yeah, we'll come up with something.
Okay, all right. That's really all that there needs to be, just an office space for some privacy when they're doing interviews, and then
Sure.
a phone to make calls to whoever that they need to touch base with and get stuff taken care of.
Yep, we would have all that available.
Perfect. You guys are awesome. So if there's not any other questions, I'll let you get to the rest of your business. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and look for a Happy New Year, and we'll certainly be in touch and we'll take care of your veterans as best as we can.
All righty, well, thank you.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay, we'll move on to the liquor and wine license renewals.
Yep, I have the renewals here, and we have them. I don't know if you guys want to see them, or it's just the same thing as it has before. Lloyd would have to sign them.
You have the resolution from?
Yep, we have all the resolutions.
Make sure
So
that's on.
we have everything that's in here.
So we have Crow Creek and Lone
Here's your Crow
Star.
Creek resolution. And here is,
Lone Star.
yep. So I think we have everything. If you guys just make the motions on those, I'll have Lloyd sign off as the chairman.
I'll move.
I'll second.
All aye,
Aye.
motion carried. Liquor licenses are approved. There you go.
All right. Next thing up then would be your, and there should be a sheet here. I don't know.
Okay,
Okay,
Rex,
good.
you got a couple things here.
We need to go into executive.
I move it.
I'll move to go into executive.
Right now?
Yep.
All right,
I'll second.
for?
Yep.
All in favor?
The purpose of the executive session.
personnel, right?
Lee, do you want to stop the?